Hi folks, welcome to Oulton Park in the GR86, so let's get on with the fast lap. Right, fast lap done and dusted, and let me show you, not the camera angle, let's get rid of that one, the info tab for you. We are using the fixed iRacing setup, and we're using a track temp of 103 Fahrenheit, so quite toasty, and we're on low usage of 42%, so bear that in mind when you're out on track yourself. The lap I'm actually going to show you is lap 8, is a 1:51.670. Went into the pits and came out with a full tank of fuel, did a couple of laps, and then we did a 1:51.750. So if I can get it right, mid to high 51s. I think I can get into the low 51s, but as with always, this thing is always about momentum out the corners, and if you do slip up or get a little slide out of corner, it really affects your lap time. Other things I would like to mention will be my Discord, where the OLAP, BLAP telemetry and replay file will all be in there, so if you do want to find out how I've done this lap and go study it yourself, you're more than welcome to. And one thing we show you on here is split times as well, so you can see my split times and judge them against yours, so you can really focus down on certain corners as well. So if you are quicker in 1 and 2 but you're losing a bit of time in sector 3, you can go focus on sector 3 and focus on that time. This should be a good week. I like Oulton Park. I don't like these two chicanes that are coming up. There will be crashes in there, so be careful. Oulton Park is a good circuit. It's traditionally difficult to overtake again, but yeah, we'll see what happens. Otherwise, let's get on with the breakdown lap. Right then, Oulton Park, going to be interesting with this thing around here. Should be quite fun. It's a nice little circuit around here, but let's crack on heading into turn 1. So we're using the advertisements there on the left-hand side. Just as they come to an end, you want to stand on the brakes, down into third gear for this one. You want a nice late apex. There's a bit of a dirt patch, so you can kind of cut it just a little bit, just like that, and make sure you don't run too far wide. There's a horrible off-track around there, but you can use it to your advantage to carry a little bit more speed through that corner if you have someone following you. Going through this little kink now, you want to stay on the far right-hand side of this circuit, and you're looking for this dip right about there, and you want to brake just as you start to go down it. Take it easy for this corner. You need to get a good exit because this leads down basically all the way to the hairpin. So take a nice late apex, run the curb, get on full throttle as soon as you can, and again, do not run wide. This circuit right there has two horrible off tracks, one at turn 1, one at turn 3 right there. Do not even touch the curb or even look at it funny, you'll get an off track. Probably not going to get a slipstream opportunity down here, and particularly through this kink, do not go too wide through it. It's not advised. So you're using the little other circuit route there as a little marker. Lift off, double brakes on cold tires. Loads of curb, little bit of dirt as well to help you get around there. And then we are hunting for the little white line that's in a straight line down there. As soon as it goes into the straight line, remember that point and then brake nice and heavy into the hairpin. Don't turn into early. Want a nice late apex around here. Second gear, get a good punch out the corner, but be careful not to understeer wide because the curbing here on the exit is very, very shallow and there is a horrible bump that can unsettle the car, so be cautious. Going around here, we have a chicane, which is very, very annoying. So come around the corner, keep it on the right-hand side, and then as we see both curbs appear through our line through the chicane, head for them, brake as you turn in, absolutely destroy the first one, off the brakes for the second one, try and miss the tyre barriers, and you can use a little bit of dirt there to help you out to try and maximise your exit up the hill. The car will die a little bit up this little bit of a hill, but then when you get over it, it'll be easy on the way down there. For the second chicane, so be warned for this one as well. So probably about the 75 metre mark, of, you know, before the 50 board, brake again heavy. I go into first for this one to try and get it rotated and try and really compromise this one, and I short shift into second to try and really open this up and minimise the wheel spin. And you know, you don't get a lot of wheel spin in this thing, but try and minimise it the best you can. Big lift for this little kink coming on there, and you want to cut the curb a little bit so you get on the dirt as well. Again, typical, do not run wide here. There is an off track and it will spin out because you will touch the grass. Coming up through the S's now, this is going to be quite interesting here. If someone does get a run on you through the little sort of triple chicane back there, try and leave space for each other, because going through these sort of semi-fast double right-handers coming up can be quite tricky. So give each other space and respect each other, and you should be golden. But as that white line turns into a straight white line, brake nice and easy on the way through. Loads of curb, doesn't seem to affect it too much. You jump up in the air, but make sure you get on full throttle as early as you can to really maximise the exit. You can get on full throttle massively early there, and forget, do not run wide there either. That crest can really help you understeer wide, so be cautious about that one. Coming down this another little straight now, this will be dive bomb central, believe me. This is the last corner of the circuit. Now this corner is very deceptive. It invites you in and then really tightens up on exit, so you want to brake after this sign, and just as the track goes up and then sort of down again, so you can brake after that as well. Nice and heavy, take a nice late apex, try and get the end of the curbing if you can. Nice and easy. See, I'm not full throttle into, I'm confident that I'm not going to understeer wide. Again, the curbing is quite narrow, so be cautious of that, and then we fly to the line. Very fun circuit, very challenging, very rewarding, but as always, it's going to be everyone else and seeing if we not crash or get crashed into. But that's us across the line in a 1:51.670, so that should be pretty good lap times for me. I'm hoping I can get into the low 51s on race day, but we will see what happens when the week comes around. Otherwise, if this did help, don't forget to like and subscribe to that lovely YouTube stuff. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.